It is called dust and desperation, according to Morara, still tormenting William Ruto's government. Speaking yesterday, he carried on by insisting that UDA government have failed terribly as compared to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's administration. And without wasting of time, ladies and gentlemen, let's listen to whatever Morara said, because this video is going to form the basis of our analysis today.
Associated with their stomach. So sad that to this extent they still try to lord over us and call us our children. We have heard you. They listen, but they don't do. They listen, but they don't care. Sadly, you, the people of Kenya, have enabled them. You have participated in the fraud. During election, you sell to them your vote at 50 shillings, at 100 shillings, at 200 shillings. You have provided with them with the ammunition to kill us. We need to change. We need a complete overhaul of our society. We need to restore ethics. We need to restore the value of education. We need to restore the dignity of the African girl. We need to restore the dignity of the African boy. Right now, our girls are selling their nudes on strip chat and on OnlyFans for perverts to watch, just because they've lacked opportunities to grow in this country. Parents are selling land, animals. They are selling inherited property to take children to school. For what? For them to come out here and be useless? We have millions of youth, well educated, but without opportunities. Where do you want them to take their brains? If the Gen Z stop being a problem to the government, they'll be a problem to me and you. You will not walk around town with a phone. You will not have money in your account because they have the IT skills and they have no food. They'll rob you, and it will not be out of choice. It will be because the first instinct of a human being is to stay alive, and they must stay alive. We have a public debt that is odious, borrowed but not to the benefit of the people. We have a debt of 10.4 trillion that cannot be traced to a development project. And we have development projects that are tombstones, abandoned graves, long forgotten, and money that belongs to the public already stolen. I've tried to tour the country. I've gone to 19 counties. I began in Machakos, where I toured the Devki Kinani Road, allocated 1.78 billion Kenya shillings, already certified 456 million for payment. Nothing but dust and desperation. To make it worse, the governor of that county lives on that road. I toured the Olkejuado University, which was launched in 2018. To date, it's like a game park. Grass and nothing but nothing. A multiplication of 0 raised to power infinity. In fact, you know, because criminals are leading our country, I expect that money will be stolen. But I don't expect that even the gate that was there on the day of the launch has been stolen. The fence is missing. I went to Ngong Stadium. Millions of money allocated. 50 million already paid to a contractor. Nothing. I went to Muranga County, Kigumo constituency, Ikumbi Road. Launched by none other than our president. On the day of the launch, Kenha paid over 1.4 million shillings to a contractor to set up a tent where the president will be shown, you know, this map, this road will pass here, it will go through this place, alafu itakuja pande hii, itapita pande hii. Oh, bas. That is public, and I'm not talking about the fuel that was spent on fuel guzzlers by public state officials to go and launch about a project that they never intended to finish. Where is the money for this project? Because by the time a government is launching a project, resources are available. Yes or no? Do you know where our money goes? Someone takes public funds, puts it in a private account, fixed account, to earn interest, and in a money market fund. Shame on them. Shame on them. They have made us beggars at home. We are beggars in our own country na tuko home. I left Muranga. I went to Nyandarua County. Captain Ndonyonjeru Road. To date, it has been launched twice. It was launched in 2018, launched in 2023. Will the business be launching of roads? It is the worst road I've ever seen in a very highly agricultural productive area where people will have taken milk. You know, milk is quickly perishable. If you don't take milk quickly to the market, it is spoiled.
Now, before I carry on with the analysis, ladies and gentlemen, may I take this golden chance to thank you so much for your great support to this broadcast. I appreciate the work you are doing, your subscription, your like, your comment, and also sharing my videos to your family, friends, and relatives. Personally, I am fine, and it is my hope and prayer that this video of today is going to find you well wherever you are. Let's proceed. What always rings into your mind when you've been asked a simple question, you as a leader, that what are some of the things you've done or you've delivered to the people you are ruling? Then your answer, I know, obvious, is positive, because you will try to defend yourself to an extent of speaking the truth which is not true. So according to Morara, Morara is still creating storm in Ruto's administration. And furthermore, yesterday, speaking at KICC, he extended his feelings and disbelief to William Ruto's administration by saying that the government of Ruto lies a lot, and therefore Kenyans should be keen and attentive not to waste their time and having hope and trust on UDA agenda. And I asked myself after watching that video, what impressed me from Morara, which is speaking the truth, is a kind of exposure is doing. And the other day I asked you, kama UDA walikuwa na ile nia ya fulfill promises, tusema hata kama ni Uhuru ndiye alikuwa na make hizo promises, maybe hakuwa na nafasi kuzimaliza. Why don't Ruto's administration try to complete them first is when they come up with another agenda to the people in the republic. And that is where we are getting all these troubles, because no one is coming out with a legitimate explanation. For instance, Kenyans are being deducted loans about the chief, whichever the NSSF, and even the debts we are having as a country. But there is no maximum amount placed under our jurisdiction for Kenyans to follow. You see, those are the things Kenyans are also wondering. And I asked myself, then, therefore, Ruto seems to have a mistake as a president. He must now find a way on how he can convince Kenyans before 2027. Because if we carry on this way, mark my words, when we will reach 2027, then Kenyans are going to change their political movement, because right now UDA have been exposed, dusted, and there's desperation as described by Morara on their unfulfilled project, on their failed project, which they were supposed to ensure that it is done to Kenyans, that it is fulfilled to Kenyans, and as Kenyans are waiting that to be done and checked on. So those are the challenges we are experiencing as a country. And therefore, Kenyans, it is our time to speak the truth. And I've not said that Ruto is bad. There's no one good in this world. Even me, I might be bad on some circumstances. But as a leader, you must find a route or a way on how you convince the people you are ruling. If you fail them on fulfilling, not completing, for instance, industrialization, why don't you stop all the project and concentrate with one agenda? That is what I used to advise Ruto's administration. And it seems that my effort is also not bearing fruit. That is why Morara is now still exposing them. The same Morara exposed them on several projects which were started by Uhuru Kenyatta, again by President Ruto, again by Ruto when he was the deputy president, and never been completed. And this message Morara delivered is not all about for Ruto. It is for every person, every leader in this country, wherever you are, whether you are a governor, whether you are a senate, whether you are MCA, you must subject yourself to the people you are ruling. Subjecting yourself is this way, simple and clear. You first and foremost, you complete the promises you made during your agenda campaign period. After that, then you go to the national government. Then ask them, I did this and I have done this on your money allocation to constituency level or to the national treasury or to the county level. Then I have a balance of this. What should we do for us to complete this project to our people? Those are the leaders we want. But if we'll carry on this way every now and then, kuna clash Kenya na president, wananchi na leaders, then this our country is not going to grow far and it's not going to go far. That is what I'm trying to see here, because it is now getting too much worst, and that is why it is called depression. Desperate. As leaders, we ought to omit that as in the country and focus to the people. That is what even Morara is still insisting. I don't know what are your take, but it is now exposed. It has been exposed. And believe me or not again, Morara is still going to proceed with his main agenda and rectifying the government. It's not war, but what he's doing is just raising alert to the government. Ni ule mtu mwenye anakuambia ukweli kuliko yule mwenye ananyamaza. Ujui kwa nini anakunyamazia ama kwa nini amenyamaza hivyo. There are two different type of people. Very dangerous. Mwenye anakuambia ukweli na yule mwenye akuambii. So ule mwenye anakuambia ukweli ndio mzuri kuliko hata mwenye ananyamaza. So this is just a little message to Ruto to understand what is happening in the country. Morara is not fighting with you. Morara is just hitting the nail on your head and telling you to wake up, because you are being headed into a wrong direction. The other day also you had the former state secretary person, Linjuri, speaking and telling Ruto to prepare for the worst, and I analyzed. So if these things are not done immediately, then I am seeing we are going into a very, very dangerous direction. And this is just news alert to you, dear government. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what I had to share with you at this point. I rest my case and appreciate you so much for staying tuned, for your subscription, like, comment, and also your effort you are doing on sharing my videos to family, friends, and relatives. And if you are watching me for the first time, you never mind even to subscribe. I remind you today, take a 1 second and click that notification bell and subscribe to our YouTube channel. In that next time when I upload to you such kind of a video, the video will automatically comes into your YouTube platform. Thank you so much. Bye bye.